Okay, Jesus. Now I'm live again. Oh, yeah. I don't know how people do this. This is crazy. Yeah. I'm gonna play this next. I need free. I need freedom. I need freedom. I need freedom. Ooh. Oh. I need. Oh, crap. Wait. Where's my thing? I'm trying my. Okay, it's fine. Did I download TikTok? Don't, no, no, don't tell me that you're leaving. It's fine. I think I'll figure it out when it works. Skip.
Defected Broadcasting House.
I had so much ice in this cup. My ice is finished. Okay, as long as I have that on Facebook. I wonder if I put links on TikTok. Will they shadow ban my account? I'm scared. But I've done what I can. Hi. This has been such a grueling. It's been such a grueling morning, evening. I need to get some ice. I'm like, where's the music? Like, I started this stream at like 7 p.m. Trying to get my things right, you know? Trying to get my things right, and I've been suffering here. Suffering like somebody suffering. I don't even know if I posted all the links everywhere. But we're just going in. Well, they'll catch it if they catch it, eh? It is what it is, bro. Like, it's like I'm doing all this effort. Yeah? Doing all this effort for what? 1 view, 2 views, is crazy. But I won't let it get me down. I just posted there if anybody wants to watch. I'm not even sure if I posted it on IG. It's crazy, but we'll catch up. Let's get it. Yo, I saw something today. South Africa offers to mediate in the Middle East conflict if asked. And on my WhatsApp was crazy. My WhatsApp was lit. People, well, I think I need to like zoom out slightly. Oh, don't zoom in so bad. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Let's see that. A little bit of the microphone. Get in the shot. Get in the shot. It doesn't really matter if anybody sees the microphone. I see the microphone. So anyway, I saw this article earlier on, and there was a lot of mixed reactions from a lot of people in my social media, and people felt some type of ways like, yo, what is the president putting us in here? In things here? Why are you putting us in things? Why are you putting us in things? Because, hey, we don't want the smoke. Nobody wants to catch the smoke. As everybody knows, there's a lot of commotion that's happening in the Middle East currently. Ish, I'm not feeling this mix, eh? I need a vibey mix. Summer. I don't know. Maybe I just let it play. I don't know. I need something. I need some vibey. So I'm listening to some music here, and it's just bumming me out. And I know some people can hear it as well. Vibey mix, house, instrumentals. Let's see. Maybe I can find. Or maybe I'll just leave it because maybe it's the song, ne? But earlier on, there was some fire songs in this mix. Maybe I should start from the beginning. Yeah, let's start from the beginning. Yeah. There's a song called Midnight I was listening to by Andrew Bayer and Alison May. And I was really feeling it when I was initially starting the stream. Just want to double check that at least I shared the stream, because what's the point? You go live but nobody's watching. But anyway, there were a lot of mixed reactions from a few people on my social media. Some people were just like, yo, what is the president doing? Why this, why that, why this? Stick to your own country. Stick to your own politics. Stick to the things that you know. Work on the crime in South Africa and this and that. And I was just like, yo, low-key, I was just like, hey, what's happening? You know, what exactly is he saying? You know, I even created a meme. Let me see, I'm not sure if it's the correct one. Yes, I created a meme, you know, of Ramaphosa leading the South African army, and like my hand is on like face palm kind of thing. I was just like, yo, what is this man doing? So, you know, the Bible says, you know, if you judge a matter before you understand it, you're foolish. So I have an article here. I'm gonna read it out and understand exactly what is going on. What is he mediating? Yeah? What are you mediating, Mr. President? What is going on? So anyway, so according to the article, South Africa is willing to play a mediating role in the Middle East conflict if asked, President Ramaphosa told the local media on the sidelines of an energy conference in Cape Town. South Africa is always ready to play a contributing role either in mediation or whatever, and if a gap opens, or if we're asked, we always live up to our obligations, Ramaphosa said. But what does that mean? Mediate in what? In what sense? You know? Oh, let's put the graphic back in there and just switch off. Mediate in what sense, though? Are we sending troops? Are we sending our? You know what? What are we sending? Like what's happening? Okay, let's see if the article opens up. What if the opportunity opens? We would like to talk and say there must be a ceasefire. Okay, dialogue is always the best way of ending conflict and then ending the war. And want this war to come to an end immediately, he said. Ramaphosa added the South African government was doing everything it could to bring home its stranded citizens. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the Middle East from South Africa that it seems they ngathi ziyakhala one time. I'm sorry. I just needed to do that though. I don't mean to make fun of anybody stranded in the Middle East. It's crazy. It's just crazy. I saw some bombs, bro. I was like, hey, the bombs are bombing. I'm like, ain't no way, bro. I'm gonna stay here. And it's crazy to me, bro. Like, a few months ago, I was trying to apply for a job in Dubai or like somewhere like something like that because I know somebody that went that side and it was crazy to me. I was just like, yo, so watching this viewer count thing distracts me from the actual work. Let me see if there's no comments, then I'm gonna just keep it pimping. And I wasn't sure, you know, so maybe this is one of the things that a person was supposed to, like, you know, be aware of. But anyway, I want to check out the comments because there's a lot of comments. Hey, this song that's playing in the background is fire, I don't wanna lie. Where's this thing? Aha! South Africa is willing to play a mediating role in the Middle East conflict. This one says he doesn't speak for us, he's talking about himself. Let's see. Rama must focus on our country. He's at his job as is. Jeez, that's mean, Natasha. Perception, Nikki Michelle says that what are you saying? Perceptions by Europe and US about South Africa is that South Africa is classified as friends of some, and so I don't believe that South Africa's mediation will be accepted. Friends of who? Classified as friends of who? I think you meant to put in something there. Vuyo says he should be focusing on growing the economy, finding ways to reduce the unemployment, be tough on crime and immigration. I kind of, but I feel like sometimes when these people do this, it's a way for them for the country to be seen. You know, there's that quote. Is it a quote? There's this scene in the movie in Troy where I think it was his cousin. He was asking Troy, why do you want to go fight there? Aren't you afraid? He's like, no, I'm not afraid. Or I think he says, I'm afraid, but I have to do what I need to do. He says that if I was here, I wouldn't do it. And then Achilles says, that's why you'll never be remembered. So maybe this is a way of Cyril saying, you know, I'm trying to get my voice heard in this situation. But for me, it's just, I tend to wonder, like, okay, if they say, okay, come through, we need your assistance, we need people on the ground, would you send people on the ground? For me, that's it's quite concerning when I think about it in that sense. But if it's just mediation, like he's offering his thoughts, you know, some people might ask, okay, but you've never been in a war, what do you have to say? But he is the president of the country, so surely he has some thoughts around it, and he has some experienced people who perhaps have been in war. I don't know, bro. I'm just rambling. Paddy Clay, some focus on South Africa's problems would be good, not grandiose offers beyond our present SA government skill set. A lot of people seem to be saying, why are we not focusing on South Africa's issues? Which is true. We have a lot of issues. High unemployment, high this, high that. Like, we understand President maybe he's trying to, make South Africa be seen, but, there's a lot of things that are going on in the country that need to be addressed. For the mere fact that we don't even feel safe in our own countries is pretty crazy. Person, it's insane. But anyway, a postman says Cyril, Pando, Durko, and NC, we are all actively pushing for the de-Westernization for years. He's now offering mediation support between Ghost of Iran and the West. What happened to the Commander-in-Chief's recent deeper military support in Iran and ICJ and hijacker Leila Khalijev? Okay, I don't know anything about that, so I'm going to keep it moving. Let's see. Surely a mediator needs to be neutral and have the respect from both sides. Cyril Ramaphosa has neither. Jeez. Yeah, people are wild, bro. Like, people are attacking Cyril. He must fix his own backyard first. We have useless excuse of a president. That's jeez, hectic, man. This guy is delusional. Why would USA and Israel want a country that supports the Iranian regime and its terrorist groups and act as its mediator? Hectic. Why would the US or Israel trust the jihad-loving South African government? Yes, it's like a lot of the comments here are more attacking, not even reasoning with why he would do it. Reuters, Africa needs journalists. Cyril can't even maintain the infrastructure in South Africa. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of things happening in the country. People are not happy that Cyril is attending to matters that really are of no concern to us in the... How can I put it? I can't say it's of no concern, because if this war goes on, there's a lot of things that are gonna start playing, start happening, that will affect the country. So obviously, as a president of a country who sees maybe the shitstorm that's coming, maybe he's looking at it from a perspective, yeah, this war may not be good for our economy, especially in what is happening in our country. So perhaps maybe we can try and bring some dialogue. One thing about Cyril, though, he has tact. He knows how to play the game. I don't know how he really thinks, but one thing I am sure of, he has tact, and surely he has, I'd give him a A for just trying, bro. Can't fault a man for trying, but the country of South Africa does have a lot of problems, I think, that need to be solved. I think that need a lot of attention. There's too much corruption, there's too much this, there's too much that, and it doesn't mean it's not like we're talking ill of our country. It's just these are the things that are at play, and there's only a handful of people who are really, really, really benefiting this. A lot of people who have a lot of the land, a lot of the resources, earning a lot of the money, whereas the rest of the country just will never see the light of day in that sense. So maybe you need to adjust that. I just need to close it. I'm not sure if anybody's watching this stream besides myself, but big shout out. Oh, I hope my mic is not muted. Just want to double check my audio. Just double check the audio that it's working. What's happening on Twitter, bro? Not Twitter, I mean, what is this thing? Is it Twitter? Twitter's slow. I'll check out what's happening on my YouTube, see what's happening. Cause I'm trying to just make sure the audio is good, cause just now I'm talking by myself and there's no audio coming through. I'm just listening to music while talking, you know. But just on this matter, a lot of people are just unhappy. They're unhappy with what the president is doing. Okay, I think it's working. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be unhappy, really. A lot of people seem to be unhappy. But let's keep it moving. Let's see what else is happening. Tucker Carlson says the supernatural is real. They talk about it, save it, but they don't want you believing it. Tucker Carlson says powerful forces be operating behind government. What is that? Oh, it's rain. I was like, what's happening now? Let's watch this.
The main thing they want you to believe is that the supernatural is not real. Their main interest is in convincing you that the supernatural is not real. Why has it been so important for 80 years for you to convince me the supernatural is not real? Why do you care if I think the supernatural is real? And then you have to ask motive. Like, it's not a profit motive. Like, does it make them rich to deny that there's supernatural forces? No. What is that? And I don't know the answer, but the obvious answer is, well, because they sort of know they're working for supernatural forces, actually. But that they take physical form, that they're not just like some ethereal, they're not just shadows floating around, specters, fog, that they're physical. Like, they're as real as the arm of your chair. People are subject to the supernatural, so they do things that are not natural, like kill themselves. That's why we're the only species that kills itself. Right? So when you kill yourself, whether slowly or all at once, you're being acted on by forces outside of you. Spiritual forces, obviously. Just trying to apply logic here.
I've never seen anything supernatural in my life, so I can't even chime in on this. That was crazy. That is wild. You're gonna learn to leave me alone. 50. Guys, don't play with 50.
Niggas still can't
The Petty King.
come back. My dope boy grandma, your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta. Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta.
What you say about my mama?
No one told us what we're here for. Lord, don't you let us get got it wrong. Oh. Forgiveness for sins, Lord. No one told
It's just
Niggas
us.
still can't move me. I'm back with my
Back
dope
on my dope grandma.
boy grandma. Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta. Your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta.
What you say about my mama?
No one told us what we're here for.
This guy's super petty, bro.
Lord, don't you let us get it wrong. Poverty is all we know, so hustling is all we know.
What's this? Hey, sounds too serious. Galaxy sneaker founder, Galaxy Boy. How do you even say the name of this brand? Because I say Galaxy Boy. Is it Galax Boy or something? Sneaker founder explains why the Galaxy Boy sneaker looks like the Louis V. Let's check this out.
Everything I buy, I make. You understand? So everything I buy, I make. You understand? So all the LV sneakers I've bought,
It's inspiration.
yes, I have to experience it and also share the experience with
with
my
other
people.
people
Okay.
and
So
allow them to access.
Yes,
well.
yes. That's why everything I buy, I'm gonna remake.
Okay.
So tomorrow, if I buy a Porsche, I'm gonna remake it one day and make a Galaxy Boy Porsche.
Oh, that's cool. Back in the day, like we started
Everything
like
I buy,
not we, but I
make.
started a brand called NPI. And you know, I think it had a lot of potential. It was called like no pun intended. I was trying to create a thing back in the day when I think Galaxy Boy and Head Honcho, just a lot of these fashion brands were starting. We were like there, trying to make things happen. Things were very difficult. It's very, like back in the day was so difficult as compared to now. Like just trying to get a hold of like resources and doing this, having limited resources, working with manufacturers that'll just like people just do you dirty, bro. But we learned, you know. Honestly, we learned. Bent our fingers. So I think if I was to try now, maybe I could be a little bit more successful. So I don't know. What's this?
Cookout. 10 years straight, voted the best cookout in the country. Rule simple. Everybody welcome, but everybody not invited.
Alright, so boom. Gridlock usually handles security, right?
Yeah, but he on vacation with his girl this year.
So I was thinking, just this once, honorary guest.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord.
We ain't did that in like 20 years. Last honorary was Jeff Hardy. He earned that. But this dude...
Whoa. Crowned Prince Reza Pahlavi says he has accepted his role as Iran's traditional leader. I read about this guy some time ago.
And we condemn them.
Let's see what
But
he's saying.
The Islamic Republic has launched missiles at the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, Oman, Jordan, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia. It is targeting our Arab neighbors. These violations of their sovereignty are unacceptable and we condemn them. But this is nothing new. This is who the Islamic Republic has always been, and this is why it must end. For nearly 5 decades, this
Stop the
terrorist
bombs.
regime has
Stop the
sown
bombing.
chaos and bloodshed across our region. It propped up Assad, turning Syria into a graveyard. It planted Hezbollah as a state within a state in Lebanon. It armed the Houthis to destabilize the Arabian Peninsula. It empowered militias in Iraq to undermine Iraqi sovereignty. It attacked the economic hubs of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. None of this has ever been the desire of the Iranian people, but rather that of a regime occupying our country. Now, however, the landscape has fundamentally shifted. Assad is gone. Hezbollah has been decimated. The regime's military nuclear program has been set back. Its economy is in a free fall. The pillars of this regime's aggression are crumbling. The Iranian people have paid the price in blood to reach this moment. The regime massacred tens of thousands of my compatriots in just 2 days, but it didn't break the people.
Wow.
Instead, the regime itself is breaking. Today, history reminds us of our future potential. Before the revolution, Iran worked closely with Arab leaders, from King Faisal to Sheikh Zayed to King Hussein to President Sadat.
I read about this guy who was like the son of something. But I must save this for myself and check it out later. You know, when I started this thing, the whole idea was for me to just catch up on social media and like stream it. The most confusing part is like, how do I, like, do I keep it serious? Do I keep it casual? Do I keep it? I'm just really checking out things that I want to check out. You know, it's really, there is no like ultimate plan of this, that, and the third or anything. This is really just me just checking out social media. It's not even a real show. It's just me doing my thing, to be honest. You know? Just reacting to stuff. What is she saying?
Guys, I'm going to play this video. I need you to watch it. Take a look.
Boots on the ground in Iran. Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion in your country?
No, we are waiting for them.
Whoa.
You are waiting for the U.S. military to invade the ground troops?
That is wild,
Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. Did you see the presenter's face when he said, yes, we're waiting for them?
That is wild, bro.
He was in utter disbelief. Like, utter disbelief. He did not expect
to invade the ground troops?
That's Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi.
Apparently, if the US sends ground troops to Iran, they're gonna die, bro.
When he said,
I'm not for bloodshed, but hey, that's scary.
He was in utter disbelief. Like, utter disbelief. He did not expect that response from the Iranian Foreign Minister. But let me tell you, this is exactly how you respond to the Epstein Empire. That's exactly how you respond to them.
Excuse me.
Because they think that they are invincible and every other country is beneath them. So when America is saying that they're going to put boots on the ground in a sovereign nation in an illegal war, that's exactly how you reply. You say, okay, bring it on. Because they've already miscalculated, they've already underestimated Iran. It's because they are so ignorant. It's their ignorance about Iran. Iran is not Libya. Iran is not Iraq. This is a complete
It's all
blunder
different. It's all different
that Donald
ballgame.
Trump
I agree.
has made because of Israel. So bloody
I
hell.
think Iran has
I
been
love that.
waiting for a long time.
Big up to the foreign minister.
For the US to do what it's
smirk,
doing.
that
And
smirk, that little
I'm
smirk
kind of
Abbas
concerned, bro,
Araghchi
like, because
did
the US
is
just
legendary.
is
It's
able to just
legendary.
come in
I'm
and
telling
do
you,
what
it
it,
looked like this
whatever it
presenter shat
wants.
himself for like a moment.
It's kind of scary that they're playing with a lot of people's lives. I saw a clip of an American vet, and his thing is, we don't want to fight this war for Israel. He doesn't want to fight this war for, you know, for anything, because it doesn't make sense. Why are we invading a country that hasn't invaded us? Like, what are we doing? You know, why are we invading this country? So to see the sort of like reaction from the big chief of war saying we're ready for people to come. If they come with the ground troops, we're ready for them. They're willing to go as far as possible to defend their country, and it's their right. I really hope personally that this thing doesn't go too far. Maybe they can hash it out with a deal. I think if Trump doesn't stand on business and keep on with this war, it might just hurt him in the sense of they might try him as a war criminal, or you know, they might come with all these things, you know, alongside with Netanyahu, who at the ICJ, you know, they're already saying he's like a war criminal for what they did with Palestine and etc., which is crazy. Developing Hollywood actor Terrence Howard revealed Denzel Washington told him his aggression stopped him from getting this weekend Super Bowl for UFO and physics nerds. What's happening? Hey, they're coming for... You see, these are the type of things, bro. Imagine he has all this stuff that is against him and then he's busy with the war. Why are you not dealing with this? Epstein is waiting for you here. Epstein is waiting, yeah. Let's get the vibe. Shout out to anybody watching the stream. That's the first one in like 40 minutes. But I struggled a bit.
Demonstration, my colleague Andrew Sorkin and I recreated ourselves and our voices. How do you see it? I mean, is it a benefit or is it a real threat? Is it possible that a Netflix could say, you know, we're going to do our own, James Bond thing out there with a bunch of actors that are completely recreated for this market or that market?
A, that's not possible now. B, will it be possible in the future? Highly unlikely. C, movies will be one of the last things, if everything gets replaced, to be replaced by AI. AI can write you excellent imitative verse that sounds Elizabethan. It cannot write you Shakespeare. The function of having two actors or 3 or 4 actors in a room and the taste to discern and construct that is something that currently entirely eludes AI's capability, and I think will for a meaningful period of time. What AI is going to do is going to disintermediate the more laborious, less creative, and more costly aspects.
I agree with what he's saying. I was having like a tough time with some AI things that I was like busy with. I mean, the people on Kick won't see the graphic, but I'll just switch it on just for for the culture. So I created this, and there was a few other graphics that I had created with the AI, and I was finding it very difficult for it to just follow. Well, it was finding it very difficult for it to just follow like a few prompts. Like I was telling it, yo, do this or do that, and it just couldn't do it. Like it just couldn't do it. That's why I really realized that they haven't perfected. How can I put it? Let's just play something. They haven't perfected the thing of making this thing follow instructions. I feel like AI is like a baby with how can I put it? It's a baby with abilities that it shouldn't have. I feel like itself, it gets overwhelmed that it can't really get you definitive like things that you want to do. You know, it can't help you really do what you really want to do. So you just take what it gives you. It takes what it spews out from the system. I struggled. I recorded a voice note on my status saying, hey, I'm struggling with this thing, and it's such a cool tool though, but it took me like an hour just to get it to respond to whatever I needed it to do. So there's a lot of talk about, hey, this thing is gonna take jobs. I don't know what jobs it's gonna take, but I feel like those companies are gonna find themselves in a bit of a pickle when this thing doesn't really respond properly, and they need to get the people back in those roles. Or the mistakes that it's gonna make. There was a joke that I saw, and I always go back to it. The AI was doing surgery. It was like a robot, and it cut the wrong body appendage, I don't know, the organ, and it says, oh sorry, let me try again. You know, I mean, that should already tell you like, okay, we're not at that stage yet. I feel like they're rushing AI, bro. I don't know what the rush is or what the excitement is, but we should just take AI for what it is. It's a resourceful sort of agent that you can use to do like boring tasks that you don't want to do. I use it to create graphics. I am a graphics person. I am a design person. I love using it for that sense. So it helps me just to get the mundane graphics, you know, it just helps me to do whatever I need to do and then call it a day. I'd spend so much time trying to tweak a graphic, the font, Now just like, look, I like this, copy it, make it, you know. So I don't think it's gonna do a lot of crazy stuff at this point in time, unfortunately. What's happening? What's up with Andrew Tate in the desert? Not afraid of a bomb is gonna hit you, my guy. Yeah, playing with bombs here. Oh yeah, I saw this. This was crazy. A US commander told his troops Trump has been anointed by Jesus to start the Armageddon in Iran. 15 soldiers filed formal complaints. Game theory can explain oil, it can explain money, it can explain power. It cannot explain this. Let's listen to this. This should be interesting. I'm not gonna listen to the whole thing.
The soldiers are being asked, the American soldiers are being asked to fight this war. And again, no one knows why this war is happening. But there's reporting
I wanna post this
that
on
the
my
generals
WhatsApp. This is crazy.
are telling the soldiers, this is a war for Jesus.
Wait, guy, can you like, whoa, insane. Insane. I just want to take a photo. What the fuck?
Soldiers are being asked, the American soldiers are being asked to fight this war. And again, no one knows why this war is happening. But there's reporting that the generals are telling the soldiers, this is a war for Jesus. This is a war.
So Jesus asked them to start the war.
To create the second coming of Jesus. Okay? This is Jonathan Larson. And
This is wild, bro. So this is I was telling a friend of mine, like, yo, this is wild, bro. Playing with people's lives. Let me just. I just had to make
And he's
a
writing this
WhatsApp
on
status.
Substack, okay? U.S. troops were told Iran war is for Armageddon, the return of Jesus. What is this? Okay, so, some soldiers who are not Christians were told that this is a war for Jesus, and like, wait a minute, we're not Christians, we're Muslims or we're atheists. Why are we fighting this war? And so they filed a complaint about this speech, okay? And we're going to read a part of this email that the soldiers who were dissenting sent to some other people to complain about this, okay? So, could you read, please?
I am a NCO rank withheld in our unit. This morning, our commander opened up the combat readiness status briefing by urging us to not be afraid as to what is happening with our combat operations in Iran right now.
Okay, afraid. This word tells us they're losing the war, okay? Right? Keep on going.
He urged us to tell our troops that this was all.
This is the guy that apparently he predicted that Trump would get reelected, that he would start the war. And apparently one of his predictions is the US is going to lose the war. So we'll see. And he gives his own reasons. I don't know if anybody has seen his video clips. I saw his video clips. This one is new though.
All part of God's divine plan, and he specifically
Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. God's divine plan? God's not the one ordering them to fight this war. It's Trump or the American military, okay? This is kind of weird. Keep on going.
Facts.
And he specifically referenced numerous citations out of the book of Revelation referring to Armageddon and the imminent return of Jesus Christ. He said that President Trump has been anointed by Jesus to light the signal fire in Iran to cause Armageddon and mark his return to earth.
Oh my God. President Trump, the fire in Iran. It's all part of a grand plan to destroy the world so that Jesus will return. What is this crap? Okay, keep on going.
He had a big grin on his face.
Okay, he's happy about this, guys. The world is ending. Yeah! Keep on going.
When he said all of this, which made his message seem even more crazy. Our commander
Guys, I
would
think
probably
Trump
be
should
described
retire.
as a Christian first supporter.
Get out of here,
He's
man.
been this way for a very long time and makes it clear that he desires all of us under him to become just like him as a Christian. But what he did this morning was so toxic and over the line that it shocked many of us in attendance at the Ops Readiness briefing. Besides myself, I am reaching out to MRFF on behalf of 15 fellow troops. I know you asked me about the religious views of our group who has requested help from the MRFF. I can only tell you that I am Christian, and at least 10 of the others are also Christians. One of the others is Jewish and one is Muslim. I don't know the religious or non-religious status for the other 3 at this time.
Okay, so what is happening is that there's some crazy Christians in the American military, in the American government, okay, that want to use this war to end the world.
That's crazy. That's crazy. For me, it's just like, how do you play my dice with people's lives like that? You know, how do you play? You're playing Russian roulette with people's lives so you can try and bring down Jesus. Jesus is not coming back because people are starting wars. He will come back on his own time. But this is crazy. I don't want to lie.
To force Jesus to return. That is why this war is happening. Okay, I'm not saying that this is the reason why. I'm saying like this is a possibility, okay? All right, this is Trump, and these are all religious leaders that support Trump because they see him as the Messiah. They see him as his
Nah, dude, that's wild, bro. I think this guy should retire. Get out of here! Get out of here one time! Guys, if I vanish, I didn't commit suicide. They got me.
Iranian ballistic missiles over Jordan, Iran hit the primary oil refinery in Bahrain, which is still on fire, and a missile struck near a U.S. naval installation. A U.S. Navy sub sank an Iranian warship off the coast of Sri Lanka. And finally, U.S. CENTCOM is requesting support for another 100 days of Iran operations. So that's what happened. Now, here's why it matters. This is no longer a contained operation between Israel, the U.S., and Iran. This is now a regional conflict involving 17 countries, and those in charge of American strategic policy are fundamentally unequipped to handle it. They've also spent the last 15 months undermining our diplomatic readiness and our relationships with global allies, both of which are necessary to prosecute this kind of war. Consider, Trump fired dozens of senior career diplomats. Several strategic posts in the Middle East have been vacant for over a year. He fired more than 1,300 State Department employees.
A lot is happening in America, guys. Justice, the American way.
Strength and honor. What will you do without freedom?
Bro, what in the actual... this is too much. What's happening on IG? That's way too much, bro. Yo, 2.4 billion. But are these like private farmers or the big pharmaceutical companies? A new study reveals South Africa's industrial hemp market could reach a massive $2.5 billion by 2040. This versatile crop is positioned to drive green reindustrialization and rural economic growth. But I heard you need like a license to like handle the weeds, the greens. What's happening? Who's watching the stream? I wish you guys would like leave me a comment like, hey, what's up? We can hear the sound or something. That would be cool. Oh, Xbox. I'm not an Xbox person, but the only game I have is GTA, so it is what it is. It rains what it rains. Nike opens application for Amex residency program. What is that? Amex residency. What is that? March is today. MX. I think we're gonna have to get the AI. Yo, oh wait, I'm just getting the AI. Yo. What's happening with this whole AMX residency open call? Can you find out what's happening? I'm too lazy to go Google it. Nah, stop for 2026. What's wrong with you? You see, guys, you can't trust AI. You just can't trust AI. Listen, I'm gonna tell you because clearly you're uninformed. I'm informed. I'm more informed than you with all the data centers you have. Look at this thing. Clearly, you are not in the loop of things here. Yeah, and useless, bro. AI is just useless. To be honest, AI is gonna come for me, bro. Showmax is shutting down. What does this mean? Yes, I heard, guys. Showmax is going. You guys are not paying the subscription. I'm not. But you guys are not paying the subscription, guys. Why are you not paying Showmax? Yeah.
Storytelling.
Pay your
It's an important
Showmax.
platform.
Bring
However,
back Showmax.
I see a huge opportunity. At the same time, we audience have already changed how we watch. Millions of people now treat YouTube as their main TV platform. I just saw a movie called Ashes of Greed, a Nigerian feature film shot for YouTube. 14 million views in just 11 days. Go check it out. What the heck? That shift is creating huge space for independent creators. Podcasting studios and YouTube channels are producing shows that reach huge audiences at a fraction of TV budgets. The next generation of African media companies will come from creators who understand culture and build their own platforms. Don't sleep on this. Cool, I got it. Showmax shutting down is a big moment for South African media. MultiChoice confirmed yesterday that Showmax will be discontinued after huge financial losses that we've all been reading about over the last few years. It's sad, it's bad. Yes, Showmax has backed loads of local productions and African storytelling. It's an important platform. However,
What's up?
I see a huge opportunity. At the same time, we audience have already changed how we watch. Millions of people now treat YouTube as their main TV platform. I just saw a movie called Ashes of Greed, a Nigerian feature film shot for YouTube. 14.
Yeah, Showmax is going out of business, guys. It's crazy. Oh, someone wants to buy one. I just want to respond to a message quickly. Oh, but this is old technology, my guy. What you want to use the sound card for? Showmax is our here, man. Man, that's crazy. But to be honest, I was never for the streaming. I don't even have Netflix, bro. I don't wanna say it online, but I'm a pirate. I don't wanna say it online. Next thing, FBI shows up here at my door. Yeah.
Do you really own that music video that you paid for? And do you really own that beat to your song that you paid for? See, most people would assume that if you paid for it, well, then you must own it. That sounds reasonable, right? Well, when it comes to your music video and your song, you would be 100% incorrect. Let me explain.
Hey, I don't want to watch serious things now. I just want to laugh. What's the homie saying? Oh, okay. At church for live streaming. Okay. Okay, take me through what you want to do as per se. Like, you just want to capture the audio with the thing, and you have a capture card, separate device, and all those things. Yeah, you know, I could have done better with this stream, man. I thought this stream was pop. Yeah, this was a pop one. I'm not ashamed to say it. My stream was pop today. Yeah, I didn't adequately prepare. Although at least I've gotten better since the first stream, man. Yeah, this stream was pop, but I don't feel like there's any clippable moments on this one. Yeah, it was pop. What's happening here? Jason Derulo. I said it like.
Transition. The setup opens a question in the viewer's mind, and the result completely shocks their expectation. Your audience can't tell if it's real, so they rewatch and comment to try and find the answer. Number 2, the reflection method. Start your video with your girl looking into the water. Then you fall dramatically and it snap cuts into the final reveal. The viewer is glued to the screen, amazed by the chaotic setup and the polished final result. Number 3, double down. Once you find a format that works, don't move on. Analyze what worked, tweak the angle, and do it again. That's how mine.
Where are the jokes? It's funny, bro. Like, social media is wild. When I am on my phone, it's a lot more enjoyable than when I am on the computer. I'd It's like I'm treating social media as a job. I don't watch any social media. When I'm on PC, I check out what's good. But anyway, 3 billion deal fails to save Showmax as Canal Plus pulls the plug on the streaming service. So yeah, that's the company that bought, I think, a portion of DSTV or something like that. Let's see what's happening. Canal is officially shutting down the African streaming platform Showmax following its 3 billion acquisition of the parent company MultiChoice. Oh, they bought MultiChoice. Despite an increase in subscribers, Showmax suffered a massive of 300 million trading loss in 2025, failing to outpace giants like Netflix. It's tough, man. And Showmax had a lot of it had a lot of titles there that were watchable, but it's just Netflix was just coming up with the new, you know. And I don't know where South Africans were placing Showmax in terms of like value, you know. But again, DSTV had that thing of, hey, DSTV is expensive, now we must also pay for Showmax. It's not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work. Let's see. But what's gonna happen with all the content that they've licensed, or I don't know. What's gonna happen? Fortunately, the platform's termination will not result in redundancies, as Canal Plus is actively offering staff various transitional alternatives. Hey, yeah, please guys, don't cut the jobs. We need the jobs, guys. We need the jobs. French media group plans to simplify viewing by launching a single unified streaming app across the African continent. Okay. We'll see what happens. What the hell, bro? What the guy?
Look at that. Look at that.
What did I just watch, bro? Yo, I can't even play no horns for you, bro. What was that?
Look at that.
No, arrest this man. Arrest him. Arrest this guy. Who's this guy?
I abused everybody in the house. I even asked myself, like, are you our father? Your hand touched everybody, and I mean everybody. I remember going to school with scars in my body, and that was even in secondary school. Why?
We brought 4 fathers and sons into the studio today to answer some difficult questions about their relationship.
When I was in GS2, you would give me 10 strokes of cane in the morning, even if I don't do anything, so I can just go to school and behave myself.
It's about making sure that you will not even think about doing something bad, knowing fully well that you have one crazy man at home. I'm not sure I ever did that to you.
Did. If I could switch roles, I would give you the 10 strokes of
Oh,
cane in the
okay.
morning.
Yeah, I mean, you can. I mean, it all depends on.
We're not always around. I grew up being alone now.
It all depends on like what you wanna like capture. You know, do you wanna capture everything and condense it into like one channel, or are you multi-streaming and controlling all those volumes? I don't know, like what do you want to do? But yeah, you can get like a simple, I think you just for church setup you need like the 8 channel. If you're trying to capture like praise and worship, you wanna get like a bigger one. You wanna get a bigger one and just play around. I think an 8 channel is safe. And then the output, where's the output coming from? From the mixer. Is it like, do you have a digital mixer? What are you running there? Digital, are you running a menu? What is this? I forgot the word, bro. What are you running? Talking to my bro, he wants to do streaming for the church. He wants to help out the church, you know. So I'm doing some consultation services since I'm already streaming, doing my thing.
I can barely say I was barely happy. Outside, I was a child. Inside of me, I was having grey hair. I never had any playful experience as a child. I need to be my own therapist. From childhood, I did my own therapy for myself. Emotionally, I was a prisoner.
I didn't know it has hurt you. Sorry, man. Don't think that way. Yeah. I'm a good father.
With prompts coming up like, some expectations you have of me are unfair. I have made sacrifices that you've never acknowledged. Let's see if this father and sons will be vulnerable enough to face this ultimate test of honesty.
The pizza wrestler. What's this guy's name? Whoa! He hit him with the pizza meha. Yo, South Africa's farm exports hit 15.1 billion record as US shipments slump. Oh, that's good. That's good. South Africa's agricultural exports surged to a historic 15.1 billion in 2025, marking a 10-year-on-year increase despite the global trade challenges. Shipments to the United States plunged by 39% in the final quarter due to new tariffs. Yeah, that's good. That's more money for us. That's dope. Trailer for Karen, a game where you play as a Karen to destroy a shopping mall. Wow, what's this?
Sorry, we're all out of half and half.
You can only do an exchange.
No, breadsticks are extra. I'm sorry, ma'am. That's our policy.
Revenge of the Karens. Yeah, the energy is sitting below. It's sitting below. Look, man, we'll give it a go again. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Whoever's been watching the stream, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. We'll try and do better next time again. Big shout out to you. You see, my mind is sad. I'm trying to play the DJ air horns. Big shout out to you. I'm out. Streaming is hard, bro. Who's watching this thing? Because I'm not watching this thing. It's not me. Let's see, refresh. I don't think anyone was watching this thing. Two people. This was difficult.